Right now, in the supermarket you shop at every single week, there are around 100 tricks being played on you, and you have never noticed a single one. Why is the milk always at the very back of the shop? Why are there no clocks, no windows, no way to tell how long you've been in there? Why does it smell like fresh bread the second you walk in, even in shops that barely have a bakery? Why is the fruit and veg first? Why is your trolley so enormous? Why is the music so slow? And why do you walk in for a single pint of milk and walk out 90 quid lighter, holding a scented candle and a rotisserie chicken you don't even remember picking up? None of it is an accident. Not one bit of it. Every shelf, every smell, every song, every single step you take in that shop has been designed by very clever, very well-paid people to make you spend more money than you walked in intending to. And today, I'm walking you through the entire thing, aisle by aisle, trick by trick. And by the end, I promise you, you will never shop the same way again. Welcome to the secret economics of everyday things. Let's ruin the supermarket for you. Let's start the moment you walk in, because the first trick happens before you've seen a single product. That open, slightly empty space just inside the entrance, the bit with the trolleys and maybe a stand of flowers, that's not wasted space. It's called the decompression zone, and it has one job: to make you slow down. You come in off a busy car park, moving fast, guard up, on a mission. The shop needs to fix that, so it gives you a few meters of calm, open, pretty space to slow your walk and shift from rushing human into browsing shopper, and a relaxed shopper spends more. And those flowers by the door, that's trick number 2 already. They make the whole place feel fresh and expensive the instant you arrive. You haven't even picked up a basket yet, and you've already been worked on twice. Now, breathe in. Smells like fresh bread, doesn't it? Warm, homely, delicious. Here's the thing. A lot of supermarkets pump that bakery smell toward the entrance on purpose, sometimes in shops that barely bake anything at all. Why? Because the smell of fresh bread makes you hungry, and a hungry shopper is a supermarket's favorite kind of shopper. Hungry people buy more food, simple as that. And notice what's first: the fruit and veg. The colourful, healthy, virtuous stuff. And this one's sneaky. Loading up on healthy things first makes you feel good about yourself, responsible, sensible. And that little glow of virtue quietly gives you permission to be naughtier later. Well, I've got all this lovely veg, I've earned those biscuits. The salad in your trolley is the reason the donuts end up in there too. Right, the famous one. The milk, the bread, the eggs, the things pretty much everyone comes in to buy. Where are they? Right at the very back, as far from the door as it is physically possible to put them. That is not laziness. That is the single most deliberate decision in the entire shop. Because the shop knows you came in for milk. And it knows that to get to that milk, you have to walk all the way through the store, past the crisps, past the biscuits, past the special offers, past 1,000 things you did not come in for. They've turned your one essential item into a gauntlet, a journey designed to march you past maximum temptation. You wanted milk. They made you take the scenic route through everything else they'd love to sell you. And it works. Every single time. And they've given you the perfect tool to collect it all in. An enormous trolley. Have you noticed trolleys have quietly got bigger over the years? That's on purpose too. A big trolley makes your shopping look small and sad. A few items rattling around in a huge space just begs to be filled. Studies have found that simply giving people a bigger trolley makes them buy more. You're not filling your needs, you're filling the trolley. And listen, hear that? The music. It's slow, isn't it? Gentle, unhurried. That's deliberate. Slow music makes you walk slower, linger longer, spend more time in the shop. And the longer you're in there, the more you buy. Speed the music up and people rush. Slow it down and the tills ring louder. And here's the one that gets me. Look around. No clocks, no windows, no natural light. Sound familiar? It's the exact same trick a casino plays. Strip away every clue about how much time is passing and you drift. You browse, you lose track. A shop with no clocks is a shop that doesn't want you to remember you've got somewhere else to be. And look, if your mind is slightly blown right now and you're realizing you've been played your whole adult life, do me two quick favors. Hit that like button. It genuinely tells YouTube to show this to more people who think they're too smart to fall for it. And subscribe, because I do this every single week. I take something you use all the time and I show you the sneaky machine behind it. Right, back to the crime scene. Now let's talk about the shelves, because where a product sits is a multi-million-pound battle. There's a zone on every shelf, roughly at adult eye level, that marketers call the strike zone. Products there sell dramatically more, simply because you see them first and reaching is effortless. Brands pay enormous sums to sit there. The cheaper alternatives? Shoved down by your ankles or up above your head. So the obvious choice at eye level often isn't the best value. It's just the brand that paid the most to be easy to reach. And here's the darker cousin of that trick. Where do you think they put the sugary cereals and the sweets? At a lower eye level, a child's eye level. That is not a coincidence. The Pesta Power aisle puts the brightly coloured treats exactly where your 4-year-old sitting in the trolley can see them and start pointing. Then there's the pricing. The was 99 pence, now 79. That original price is an anchor. It's there to make the new price feel like a steal, whether it ever really sold at the higher price or not. And prices ending in 99, your brain reads $3.99 as 3 something, even though it's a penny off 4 quid. A tiny trick running on billions of price tags. And the loss leader, the one product sold stupidly cheap right at the front. They might even lose money on it. Why? Because it gets you through the door believing the whole shop is a bargain, so you drop your guard on everything else where they make it all back and more. The cheap headline item is bait, and you are the fish. Almost done, but not before they get 2 last things from you. The loyalty card. Save money, earn points. And you do save a little, but understand the trade. Every time you scan that card, you're handing over a complete record of everything you buy, when, and how often. You're not the customer being rewarded. Your data is the product being collected. and a few points is what they pay you for it. One of the biggest data harvesting operations on the high street, and we happily opt in for 10 pence off a meal deal. And then the final ambush, the checkout. The chocolate, the chewing gum, the magazines, lined up exactly where you're stood still with nothing to do but wait. Pure impulse buys, the last grab for your wallet after you thought you were done. They call it the impulse zone. I call it the boss level. So there it is. From the second those doors slide open to the moment you're bagging up at the till, you have been guided, nudged, relaxed, tempted, and gently robbed by a machine so well designed you never felt a thing. And here's the honest truth, same as always. It's not illegal, and it's not even really a con. The shop is just very good at understanding human beings, better than we understand ourselves. You walk in thinking you're in control of your trolley. You are, at best, a co-pilot. But now you know the tricks: the bread smell, the milk at the back, the slow music, the eye level tax, the anchor prices. And once you can see the machine, it has a lot less power over you. So next time, walk in with your list, eyes open, and maybe, just maybe, walk out with only the milk. You won't, but you could. That's the thing about everyday stuff. The price tag is never really about the thing. It's about you. And the supermarket understood you the moment you picked up a trolley. If I just changed how you'll walk round a shop forever, subscribe. It's free, it's weekly, and I'll keep ruining ordinary things for you one video at a time. And the big question? Be honest. How much have you ever gone in for just milk and actually spent? Drop the number in the comments. Highest number wins my respect and my sympathy. See you in the next one.